What is up, YouTube? It is your girl Rochelle and I'm back with another video. Thank you for tuning in, liking, sharing, and subscribing. In today's video, this is the stuff dreams are made of, okay? It is a magic month. That means we are about to budget paycheck number 3 for July 2021. Now, if you've ever had an extra paycheck and you always found yourself second guessing yourself, not really having any idea of how to use the extra money, then this is the video for you. I am going to show you our plans for how we will use our extra paycheck for the month of July. Now, if you are new to budgeting, then you might find this easy, simple budgeting style, simple to follow. I use pen and paper. And if you are interested in learning more about how to win more with your money, then hit me up, RochelleAdamson.com, and let's do this thing, okay? Well, in today's video, we're gonna focus on the shmoney, okay? If you have been watching my content, you know that for the month of July, our goal is to stack that dough, okay? We are still doing our debt snowball, but we are only making double payments. We're not really too pressed, but our goal is to grow our savings and to grow our sinking funds. We have cash sinking funds and we have electronic sinking funds. So we really spent a lot of money in the first quarter of 2021. We did a lot of home renovations on our property back in Maryland. We upgraded the kitchen, we upgraded both bathrooms, the dining area, the laundry room / TV room. And so we paid cash for that entire project. And so now our bank accounts are on life support, okay? But I have never felt more joy, if it makes any sense at all. I am so happy that we were able to add value to our home and not go into debt to do it. It's the first time that we've ever been able to accomplish something like that, and it's all because we started budgeting and getting serious about our money. Now, my husband Micah, budgeting comes natural to him. He really just had to catch up to me. I was the problem, y'all. It was me. But now that I have seen the true value in using cash and not credit, or only using credit when it benefits me most, I'm unstoppable now. Okay, so right now we're going to dive into my Peace, Love, and Budgets notebook. If you want to grab you a copy, I'll have a link below. I love to use this notebook for all of my quick on-the-go budgeting. So you can see I just really just keep it very simple, and I share all my notes. See, these are my notes from my net worth video. If you are interested in learning more about what your net worth is, check out that video. You would really appreciate that. This is my cash stuffing video notes. And so now we are going to turn to a fresh new sheet, okay? All right. In fact, let's get it popping. Let's turn the camera a little bit because I'm a lefty. You know, I'm a lefty. Any lefties out there? Okay, and right now I have my Parkour gel pens. This is a 14 count. These are the 0.7 millimeter pens. If you are a pen person, you would love these pens. They are a great price on Amazon. I have a link below if you want to try them. I was not paid, or this is not a sponsored video. This is just something I tried and I actually love. But I am also a stickler for using all these pens until the ink is gone. So the money green is already done. It skips on the daily, which is really sad. So for today's video, I'm gonna choose 2 popping colors, 2 really girly colors, pink and purple. And we'll set that off to the side. And so we are going to be budgeting July paycheck number 3. Now, just to catch everyone up in case you have not been watching my content, maybe you're new to my channel. Thank you. I see you new subscribers. I see you, and welcome to my day ones. Welcome to y'all too. Well, my husband and I live and my daughter, we live on the island of Oahu, Hawaii. We put in for a job transfer from Baltimore, Maryland. And so what started as a temporary 3-month stint turned into a 2.5-year stint due to the pandemic. And we have recently just signed on to stay here permanently, which means that I had to quit my career because I am a nurse by profession, and based on everything that's going on in the world, I'm not with it. I just don't see myself being a pandemic nurse. Shout out to all my friends and family who are nurses and doctors and healthcare folks and family. Y'all are the best. Y'all are the bomb.com. We need you in every day to manage this beast, but it's just not in my spirit. And so I have switched entirely over to my second passion, which is helping people budget travel and to budget their finances. And so that is why you see the content I'm bringing to you today. Okay, so July paycheck number 3. This is my husband's pay. I do also share my part-time pay. I am an at-home homeschooling mom, and so I work from home part-time, but this money is basically going to be from my husband's income. So for this income, y'all, we gonna get this lighting and this everything right. Okay, today's income, let's see, how much is it going to be? How much do we have to spend and do exactly what we want with? No bills, okay? We are going to be budgeting $8,400. Y'all, come through. So anyway, let's talk about how it actually breaks down. Normally my husband gets his regular paycheck and then he gets a cost of living stipend. That's one of the perks of taking on a temporary position. But since we are transitioning to a permanent one, we know that that will be ending very, very, very soon. In fact, to the point we are not including it in this pay. So for today, we know that my husband will probably have a check round about $2,900. He did work a little bit of overtime, but then he also had to miss a day of work to take care of some things. And so we're hoping that the check is still about $2,900. The other half, the big kahuna that we are hoping works out, is our $5,500 security deposit reimbursement. So we moved into a place and all of our rent is reimbursed, but the thing that is not reimbursed by my husband's job is security deposits. And so we worked really hard to try not to break anything, okay, in this beautiful space that we have been renting. And I will share a video on my travel channel once we move out of just how bomb this place is. It has had some hiccups in the final days, but y'all, it's amazing. It's amazing. You hear the echo. It's amazing. And so anyway, our landlord will be flying in to inspect the unit. And if he finds everything gravy, we will get our entire $5,500 security deposit back. So hello, you know, your girl is excited. I'm excited to see that money back in our pockets. We invested in ourselves. We trusted that we would be responsible and respect this space. And we have enjoyed it, but we have kept it. In fact, our plan is to return it to him in better condition than we received it, because that's just how we roll. We don't care about, you know, the extra, you know, sweat equity that we have put into it. We have steam clean things. We have bought, look, show you right here. My husband bought leather cleaner for the couches. We don't play. We take care of nice things. So anyway, that is Mike's income. And that is, let's add that up and make sure that equals the right amount. 8,400 minus 2,900. Yep, it's 5,500. So we are good to go. Now, how will we spend it? If you didn't have any bills, what would you really spend your money on? Imagine if this was your life all the time. Imagine you are debt-free. Shout out to the people who watch my content who are debt-free and on the journey to staying debt-free. I love it. I love it. Y'all inspire me so much. But just imagine if every paycheck could be like this. The first thing we're going to do is put some money towards savings. And you're going to laugh when you see how much. You're going to be like, Rochelle, really? We're putting $100 in our emergency fund because we do that every time my husband's paycheck hits. It is funded in the Dave Ramsey sense. It has at least $1,000. Our plan is to grow it passively to $4,000 by the end of this year. I will have a sinking fund / savings update later on this month to show how that's going. But yes, we have that. Next up, we're going to put some money in our cash envelopes. You know, I love using cash envelopes. It's one of the reasons I've gotten so much better with money. So we are going to put $200 there. And then next up is our personal money for my husband and I. We don't cut ourselves out of the budget. We are the budget, okay? You save and then we pay ourselves and then we get to whatever's next. We're gonna give ourselves $400 per usual to split. And that money is for us to do whatever we want with. We can invest it, we can save it, we can give it away, we can buy something nice for ourselves. It's whatever, it's whatever. It's money that we don't have to explain to each other. Next up is the debt, because if you think, if you thought we weren't gonna make a mortgage payment, no way. So our mortgage, all of our bills really are 1 month ahead, but every time we get paid, we make an extra mortgage payment. And I will have a debt snowball update video coming soon. Okay, as soon as this payment clears, this one right here, yeah, boy, we are killing it. Okay, so our mortgage debt snowball payment will be $640. And that's just a beautiful payment because it will go directly to the principal. It's just, watching that number go down, it's just amazing. Okay, so what's left for us to work with is $1,560. And that is just from Micah's income. Right now, we're just, you know, spending his money. So with that 1,000, we'll just put leftover. We have $1,560. This is the money that we can just do whatever we want with. So what I'm thinking is, of course, we're gonna put some in our Hawaii sinking fund. We're gonna put, how much will we put? How about we do $1,000 because we are getting ready to have to pay real life bills again, okay? It's about to get real, it's about to get real. We are going to have to pay for health insurance, car insurance. We made our first car payment on our Tesla, our brand new Tesla. We have to pay rent. We just paid rent for the first time for the new place, prorated. And so we're going to put $1,000 there because we got stuff to pay. Now that leaves us with $560. And I'm gonna be completely and 100% upfront with you guys. I don't know what I wanna do with this money. My husband and I, we meet maybe once a month or once every other month. And since we knew this was a magic month, we did our sit down in advance of the money. And he basically said, stack the dough, stack the dough, stack all the dough. And so that's what I'm doing. But I know that we need to also be very intentional even when saving. So that's what we got going on there. So sometimes you don't have to have all the answers when you're budgeting. As long as you put that money to the side in an account and you know you're not to touch that money until the plan has been formulated, it works, okay? Let me know in the comments before if you've ever had money and you really didn't know what to do with it. You didn't. Okay, now let's talk about Micah's security deposit. Well, our security deposit. I'm thinking his reimbursement from work. Okay, so all of that money, we'll just put it here just to make it nice and easy. All of this money is going right into, you guessed it, our Hawaii sinking fund. Our goal is to save $10,000, my goal actually, and what that equals is rent for the year. Because there's about, 5 months left in the year, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, exactly 5 months left. So if I can put the money to the side knowing that our most expensive expense is already saved for, I can go ahead and start mentally preparing for 2022 because in 2022, we will not have any more help. Like the well will have dried up. There will be no more reimbursement. There's going to be some time when that stuff happens, throughout the rest of the year, maybe finalizing some things. But I know that for sure next year, we're going to be on our own. It's back to the regular, and I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. We broke that cycle and I am determined to stay out of it. All right. So $5,500 is going to our Hawaii sinking fund. So although this was a very easy paycheck to budget on paper, it's the mental, it's the action. As soon as this money hits, I'm putting it in all the different accounts and the goal is just not to touch it. Okay, so we know, I just want to add this up because I'm crazy. 100 plus 200 plus 400 plus 640 plus 1560 is 2,900. Yep, and then if you add the 5,500, you get 8,400. So that is perfect. Okay, so now let's talk about the breakdown. which is my favorite part of budgeting. It's something that I do because I like to diversify our income and diversify our spending. But I'm breaking my own rule this month because most of our money is going to one bucket. So off top, 84.05% is going toward our electronic sinking funds, i.e. Hawaii sinking funds. So that's awesome. We are paying ourselves. We're getting to keep 84.05% of our income this check. And I highly encourage people to run these numbers and see how much you're spending, because a lot of times I work with my clients and I do these income breakdowns and they are almost in tears when they find out how much of their income is going toward rent. Like if half of your check is going toward rent every pay, like I know what that feels like. I have been there. And so we have made the changes over the years to get us to the point where that didn't have to happen anymore, but it was painful. It was a painful transition and I wish somebody was there to help me to make those changes. So anyway, that's what we got. And then the rest of it is very small. 7.62% is going toward our mortgage, which is the best feeling because our mortgage is, we are mortgage teenagers, meaning our mortgage is at least $19,999 or less. And so that's a great feeling. We are almost done. Our goal is to pay that sucker off entirely by the end of this year. And then 4.76% is going toward our personal money, which means just pretty much 5% of our income is just for us to do whatever we want with. And just because this is like a magic month, that's something we strive for every pay. Because if you are working hard, you need to have money, reap the results of all your hard work. And your sacrifices. It's only right. Don't let people tell you otherwise. You deserve to see your own money. 2.38% is going toward cash envelopes. And basically I use cash envelopes. Micah, he wants no part of it. He doesn't like having a whole lot of stuff on him, but he knows that it works for me and he respects it. Thank you, boy, I love you for that. And then 1.19% is going towards savings. That's just savings that it doesn't get touched unless the world is on fire. Like for the first time ever, I used our emergency savings this year, and it was because my grandma passed. And it was to, make sure that arrangements could be made and things were set. My parents didn't have to touch their money. My mom has spent so much money, making sure my grandma was good. And I was so glad that I was in a position, we were in a position to kind of like cushion things so that my mom didn't have to, do something crazy, like go to work or something crazy when she was already having health problems herself. So that is it. That is my July paycheck number 3, honey. And if you would like to see more videos like this, I got you. I got a whole playlist in the comments below for you to tune in and see how the rest of the July budget experience went. Well, that's all from me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace, love, and budget.